Hi. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm kind of distracted easily, so I can hear the people and the barista back there, so if I stop and go shh, you're gonna know. I'm a dance coach originally, so that's gonna be I'll be like a 10 out, come on. Okay. But, so I'm Jen. I turn 45 wonderful years in about 1 month. And I have 2 kids with autism. They're teenagers now. I'm from Washington State. About 3 years ago, I hated the school that my kids went to for far too long, and so I researched the country. My son got to be, he's like 6'2" and 230 pounds now. He's 15. Wow. And he likes to run away. So, I researched the country. I chose Massachusetts for autism resources, and I fought in court on 3 different entities to get to Massachusetts. And FYI, we're moving back at the end of this month, at the end of June. So for my birthday, I'm going back to my home state of Washington State, Olympia. And we call our trips across the country hippie trips. Because our original hippie trip, we didn't make any plans, and we just camped out, and it was on the Oregon coast, and with 2 kids that run away and have anxiety diagnosed with autism, camping trips are a little more complicated than they already are. So I'm going to read you some of my poetry, and I'm going to ask you guys to, I think I'm going to start with my audience participation, because it's really important to me. Maybe, Rachel, if you could come over here, and I want everyone to stand up, please. Go ahead. So, what we're trying to do as we go across the country is we're trying to meet 1,025 people on our trip across the country. So, we're calling it our Raise the Roof for Autism tour. So, I don't know if you guys know what that means, but raise the roof. Are you dancers? I'm a total dancer, so I'm like, I want everybody to put your hands in the air right now. All right, thank you. And when I say 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm going to point to you. At the end of 5, 6, 7, 8, you're going to go, raise the roof. You're going to go this way first. Ready? Raise the roof. Then you put your hands down for 2 counts. Then you're going to go over this way. Raise the roof. Okay? And that's it. That's all you need to do. Okay. This is the beginning of our tour. So, I'm going to put this on YouTube. Make sure you're cute. Okay. All right. So, are you ready? Mm-hmm. You guys ready? Can I please have a sample of Raise the Roof? Just the words. I want you guys to say it like you mean it. So, raise the roof. Like that. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Raise the roof! Oh, that was sweet. Okay, now we're going to do it with rhythm. Okay. Okay, 5, 6, hands. Okay, we're going to do the hands. This is this way first, down. Okay, so raise the roof, down, raise the roof, and that's all. We can do it 3 times in a row if you want. Do you want to? Yeah! Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so that's 6 whole times. You got that? So 3 in a row, but 3 on each side. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Raise the roof. Down, 2. Raise the roof. Down, 2. Louder. Raise the roof. Down, 2. Raise the roof. Down, 2. Louder. This is the loudest one. Raise the roof. All right, thank you. You can sit down. So, that's good. Oh, yeah, I'm going to move back and you sit there. There we go. Okay. So, I'm adopted. I have a common theme with all of my friends. My real mom is a sociopath. And I have a common theme with all my friends that someone in the female line of their families are sociopaths. They may have sociopathic tendencies. I don't know if you know what a sociopath is. Someone who doesn't understand any rules, and they kind of take advantage of it to a diagnosable stage. So anyway, I started to write this poem because recently my Real mom's been reintroduced to my family, and she's not. I just don't like her. So anyway, no offense, I like her, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so when your birth mom is a sociopath, you wake up to the sound of your own voice and wonder, is that mine? Am I diagnosable? When she is present enough in your life to remind you of where your genetic code was compiled, mirrors distort and speak volumes. When you resist societal norms that refuse to accept your parenting as well as your children, you wonder, do they think I'm nuts? Am I? When your birth mom gave you up, when she actually took shitty care of you, and she was forced to, and her older sister adopted you, you can't help guessing and second-guessing your nature, your motives, your sanity, and your heart song. On those rare occasions when your song harmonizes, you breathe a synchronizing breath with every molecule in the universe and think, because my birth mom is a sociopath, criminal mind, who has alienated everyone in her path, I am grateful, because being adopted and, sorry about that, I haven't rehearsed much, because being an adopted anarchist who has become a revolutionary with trust issues is far better than being a hooker. Okay, the end. Okay. I have more to that poem, and it's really quite funny. It's kind of its own little poem. I'm not going to read it right now. Did you guys like that one? Okay. All right. Okay. This one doesn't have a name. Insurance and inferences rock my world. Political savvy circulates the body crates that ebb and flow from whatever we blow our horn at. The scorn we send for evil, and you know what I mean by evil. We all do. E, every. V, valid. I, intricacy. L, of life. That we do not live, but feel if we did, we'd drown our precious identities, values, and moral compasses. The true north of the Western heroes. We whistle zeros. The song is clear, and yes, it's clearly sent abroad. A bod, a bag, and a metal tag. You're it. So I write Facebook poems. Anyone? You write, like, you take your Facebook status and you make a poem out of it. Anyone? Please raise your hand. No. Okay. Oh! Someone. So these are a couple of my Facebook poems here. So distracted by that. Can someone shush her? This is my nature. Okay. See, I told Brittany. I told Brittany I like her poetry because she's so positive, and I wish I was still that positive. But having two kids with autism, kind of, I'm positive about them, but not about society. So anyway, I don't know if I can take one more frustrating public school story. Shoulders feel tired and rolled forward, brows furrowed, mouth locked shut, and thoughts contemplating the bigger picture. We are the visionaries and the voices for our children. No longer can we allow our voices to be shushed by those without personal responsibility, compassion, and the courage to think about our children as bottles of potential and eternal fires, of sunrises and sunsets, of beauty and awakening. No longer can we do this alone, in a cave where our echoes travel to the depths of our souls and fester there. That's the end. Did that work? Okay. Life flows over me. Embrace a child, flipped on a dime, spun on a string, sung in a dream that builds. Love for trips and hips you thought you hated. Imagine rain. The bass is back, funky track derailed. DJ'd, relayed in sync. Bye, bye, bye. That's another first one. Okay. One more. This is one that I recently wrote. And I have to say my best friend is a guy, one of my best friends is a guy, and he's a doctor, and he's hilarious. If he wasn't a doctor, he could be a comedian. But when I read this to him as a male, he spoke for the male population in saying that he shrunk a little. I'm hearing this.
Yeah.
And by shrinking, he meant his genitalia. So, and this is not meant to shrink anyone's genitalia, but if you can get the bigger picture, if you can get the bigger picture from this poem, I hope you do. Okay.
We
All right, it's called, ready? Sadomasochism. That doesn't tell the whole story in one word. Never mind, I'm done. No. Okay. I'm not merely the image your dreams embrace, the legs, abdomen, and face that pose. I'm not simply the vision of loveliness that adheres to your law. X plus Y does not equal me, a torn open soul who sobs when secular society fails me, who screams in the night when endurance leaves me, who stomps and tears the cloak you laid upon me, hoping it would fit so tightly that I would stop wriggling, stop protesting, stop being me. So when you see my dear smile, count my brokenness when you imagine my sweet embrace. Bittersweet sarcasm can leak out of these sweet lips that kiss with tender, tasty passion. When you picture my hands in yours, envision the chains that imprison me as they stroke your brawny skin and choke the nymph. Haha, hold on. Ooh, I hate it when that happens. And choke the nymph that dances in your shadow. I am bold and brazen, unpredictably cruel. I rule with anarchy and fail to believe in justice. I love demands. Sing with drunkards, scold their blame, judge and frame the man who feeds me. He starves us all. I call for change and I refuse to be it. Me. Contradictions are my affliction. I speak with tones that turn saints in their grave. I can win, and oh, I will. To keep my find safe, I found my passion without you. My frame bends into a hot mess, a frenzy of flesh for fantasy, and I belong to no one. So look at me, the image, and know. The capture is pointless. The rapture is endless in my embrace. And right before I left, as my son was going to bed, and I'm thinking, what am I going to read to say goodbye to Amherst, I fought the school district in court. I pretty much hate Amherst School District. No offense, anyone who works there. I'm a little, I love the people, but I really hate the system. You know what I'm saying? There's always good people, kind of a shitty system. Okay. And some of the people in the higher up don't get it. But hey. So, I wanted to make this my hippie trip, and it's a good ending because I learned a ton about myself here in Amherst. I came here, I isolated, I learned. My friends taught me wonderful things, so here it is. Hippie trip. I searched and did not find. Fast forward, then rewind. To take a look, I should have seen. Reflections of awakening. Others cocked their heads and said, no. But I was sly and kept on trucking, not giving a fucking damn what they replied, because the whys are many and the answers are plenty within me. I have a website. website, and we're going to be putting videos across of all the people we meet, and we're going to do the Raise the Roof with every person we meet. So if you want to go to Guru People, it's